about to go live.
I've got to back out of this game.
Yeah, you can join it. You can. It's only going to be Patreon dudes for like the first 10, 15 minutes, and then we'll get everyone else in.
I still don't see it on here. Are you sure it's? I still don't see it on your Player Essence page.
I'm positive. Just check your subscriptions. Don't check the actual page. Go into your subscription box.
Let's see. I see it now.
Yep.
Yo,
what is up, everyone? OJ here, Player Essence. We are live streaming Mario Kart 8. We've got a whole bunch of people in here, so while we play, I'll just have you guys all introduce yourself. We got John Turner here. What's up, John?
nice to be here with all of you.
Nice. We got Burrito here. What's up, Burrito?
What's up? Nice to be here again.
Nice. We got Mr. Sweeney here. Mr. Sweeney, what's up?
Pretty good.
And we've got our good friend from across the pond. It's a DV8R.
How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having fun.
I'm having a blast. So
Yeah,
how was you guys'
just get the life
weekend?
out of me.
I know I did a really bad Fat Albert impersonation. Like I just like barged into the server, and I just did a really bad. I was like, hey, which way to the buffet? And they were like,
It wasn't that
Oh
bad.
my god, that is actually really good.
Not for me, it weren't. Scared the life out of me.
So I just did a Fat Albert impersonation, and they were like, "What the hell was that?" Because hey guys, just to let you guys know, they were on a server and they were all chatting it up beforehand. So if you want to, make sure you check out the Patreon page. You guys can also join in as far as the discussions go on our private server here. Remember, you can use it anytime you want. So anytime you see someone in that server, it's you guys' to use. Just check out our Patreon page. You can pledge any tier, and you can get into that action there. So, how's everyone's weekend?
Mine was awesome.
Yeah, I had a pretty nice weekend myself.
I had a good weekend too. I really relaxed. I played Fire Emblem all weekend. It was fantastic. Gosh, it's so good. I can't wait for the Fire Emblem game on the Switch. That's gonna be god tier.
Over the weekend.
That Fire Emblem game, that's probably going to be a long time off. When is that due? What, next year or something? Yes.
Yeah, 2018. 2018. I think it's
much.
I think it's probably going to be. Oh, what am I doing? I'm not paying attention. It's probably going to be like I would probably say like an early 2018 title since they announced it in February. Oh, Green Shell.
Why?
Nice.
I've honestly just been waiting
long
in
as it's
anticipation. I've honestly just been waiting in anticipation for ARMS the test punch.
Oh yeah, that's this week.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
I'm
very
waiting for
similar
it.
with the Splatoon thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more days.
Except it's longer.
Yeah, it's longer, more days. It's not just for
Yes.
like 1 hour. It seems like it's going to be for a lot longer, like the whole
I
day
see
or
the
something.
North Americans get 2 extra dates. Buy
I mentioned that. I thought that you were going to say something like that. I was like, I think he's probably going to mention how we get a couple extra
I'm not
days.
saying Nintendo's being biased towards their biggest market or anything. I'm just,
Get right to V8.
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the UK, America wouldn't exist. But I'm not holding grudges.
Nintendo's still punishing you guys for saying like screw the Wii U. Pretty much, I mean, UK was like Nintendo's worst market, like Wii U. So Nintendo's like, oh yeah, you don't want to buy the Wii U, huh? Well, okay, well yeah, you only get like 2 days of the test punch or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm really amazed at how well that Mario Kart 8 is holding up in the UK sales charts. A lot of Nintendo games haven't done very well there in recent years.
It's the first one that's reached #1 spot since 2000 and I think it's at 2011, something like that.
Yeah.
But
And Zelda Breath of the Wild is holding up.
when it first went to #1, no, the second week it stayed at #1. It beat Prey, and everyone was saying, yeah, but Bethesda didn't advertise Prey. No one knew it was out. That's why it didn't reach
major
#1.
3rd.
And I'm like, well, whose fault's that? That's Bethesda's fault. And I'm like, well, whose fault's that? That's Bethesda's fault. And I'm like, well, whose fault's that? That's Bethesda's fault. And I'm like, well, whose fault's that? That's Bethesda's fault. If
Well,
they didn't advertise the game
not
enough,
advertising their own, a major third party not advertising their own game.
it's not that they didn't advertise. It's not that they didn't advertise it. It's that they didn't give. Well, they didn't advertise it as much as their other games like Fallout, or anything like that. But
Yeah, Fallout was huge.
they didn't give. They didn't give press, like the press didn't get copies before the game comes out. Bethesda has a new policy. This is going forward for even the biggest games. Bethesda will only give review copies the day the game launches. You will get it.
It's actually
I
really
haven't.
fun.
I have to confess that I haven't played a whole lot of Bethesda games, like at all. But I definitely think that might change when I get my hands on trying out Skyrim, whenever that comes out.
Oh, okay, hold up. Sorry, my bad. The ARMS beta is hourly, so that's what Og MC, one of the moderators, is saying. So my bad. My bad on that one.
you know the headlines now. As soon as Skyrim hits the Switch, how much are they charging for it?
I know, seriously.
Game? And especially if it's not the special edition version, if it's just the base version.
I think it's going to be the special edition.
You know what? I actually don't think it's going to be the special edition. I think it's going to be a completely different version of the game. Almost, it's going to be. Here's my crazy theory on this game and why Bethesda won't answer what version it's going to be, because it's not going to be the PS. It's not going to be the special version or the other version or base version. It's going to be a different version of the game, and it's going to have exclusive like armor and content, like Nintendo stuff in there. I'm almost positive it's going to be like that. Now, I don't have any inside information or anything.
Well, do, because they've got a long time to do that stuff.
Exactly.
It's not coming out yet, so
If they do that, that might actually make the game more
are they
appealing.
just, can you imagine them just sitting on it for the next 5 months?
Exactly.
I could.
So you're telling me there's going to be Link's Tunic in there?
Yeah, something like that. To be honest, I mean, I'm not trying to be like something like that.
They're teaming up with Nintendo, teaming up with Sony and Microsoft. What could they put in that game? Crash Bandicoot? You know what I mean? It just wouldn't work, would it?
Yeah.
You're teaming up with, arguably, well, without doubt, the largest company with the most IPs, first-party IPs on the planet. So, yeah, I can't see that they're just sitting on that game waiting to release it. I think they're optimizing it, and OJ could be right,
I think I'm 100% right. Now, that's just a guess. Obviously, I could be wrong.
If that happens, then the saltiness will still come. How come Switch owners get a brand new version when us Xbox?
Oh no, that version's so old. Nobody's gonna care. I hope nobody cares. It's such an old game. Like, they shouldn't care. Like, they shouldn't
If
care.
anybody actually does complain, well, who cares about what they say?
Exactly.
Go and buy a Switch,
But I do think there's going to be like exclusive like Zelda. Oh, come on! I do think there's going to be like exclusive Zelda content. It's freaking Sweeney. I hit the wall and that's what happens. Then I lose.
Nintendo Examiner actually
That's
says
twice I
that
got you with the horn.
like Batman Arkham City Armored Edition had unique content in all DLC.
No, not like that. But Batman Armored Edition, that's different. I don't think it's gonna be like that. It had weird, like, added stuff like the blue electricity. Like that's stupid. It's not gonna have that. It's gonna have like cool content added in from like just something that would make it like appealing to Nintendo fans. So think of something more like
Mario statue in Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes.
No. Think of like Tekken Tag Tournament when that launched on the Wii U. Like the exclusive costumes. Think of something like that. Think of like armor. Think of cosmetic. Not like, oh, we added a new gameplay mechanic that you don't need. Like think of something like
map
that.
Size, they could add a whole new area to that map that is, I don't know, just kind of Zelda themed-ish.
Or
Oh,
Fire
that
Emblem
would be
themed.
really
Or Fire
cool.
Emblem.
Oh yeah, there could be Fire. You know, I don't know about Fire Emblem because Fire Emblem.
Swords.
I don't know about Fire Emblem because then that means like Intelligent Systems president would have to sign off on that. Just to let you guys know, Fire Emblem.
True, yeah.
Intelligent Systems they're owned by Nintendo, but Intelligent Systems has their own president. Just to let you guys know, it's not a differently ran company. But if you notice, like the DLC practices are very different from Nintendo because the Fire Emblem, they have their own president. Like, and that's why their DLC practices are the way they are. And that's why you don't see Nintendo's base games do the same thing because they have a different president and they have different structure as far as how they want to make money. But Nintendo does own them. But I just don't see Intelligent Systems getting involved with it. But maybe Zelda, yes. 100%. But we'll see.
It really wouldn't surprise me at all because, you know, when you think about it, Skyrim was sort of advertised as sort of a challenger to The Legend of Zelda or something like that.
I wouldn't say advertised, no. I think the fans, like, you know, would put those two together, you know, and just because, but I don't know if it was advertised as a Legend of Zelda. I mean, they play kind of differently. They are pretty different in games. So, I mean...
Well, I've never played the game yet. If I do play it, it will be on the Switch. But yeah, I've never played it yet.
Well, Skyrim is a hardcore RPG, whereas Zelda is definitely not. So, I mean, in Skyrim and that Elder Scrolls franchise, that's always been an RPG-ish. Zelda has not. I mean, you have Zelda 2, right? But, I mean, for the most part, like, they're actually very different games.
Yeah, Zelda seems to be a little bit more action adventure-ish.
Definitely.
A lot of their games. I think Zelda. I think you do have a point though about Zelda 2 being a little RPG-ish.
Oh, it is an RPG. Zelda 2 is an RPG. That's
yeah.
So it's not even a little. It is.
It was also a really difficult game too.
I hate. By the way, I hate that game. I absolutely hate that game. I hate that game with passion. I hate Zelda 2 so much. I remember I got it for my birthday, or I got it for something when I was younger, and I remember just being so upset because that was the game that I got for like almost the whole year. Like I was like, man, I'm not gonna get another game for like a freaking year now, and this is what I got. So yeah, I was burnt.
Zelda 2 Adventure of Link, it's very unconventional, but it's also quite difficult. I can't tell you how many times I died playing that game. And I mean die. I kid you not.
I just didn't like it at all. I just didn't like... Yeah, it was really difficult. It was just really awkward. I was expecting The Legend of Zelda. Like, you know...
I was in second!
Like, you know, like the normal Legend of Zelda game. Like Legend of Zelda that I saw on the NES. And I was like, oh, this is the greatest game ever. Like, I was expecting that. And then I got that thing. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Luckily, I think the Super NES sequel, A Link to the Past, they did a lot to undo the damage of that.
Whoa,
That
second!
felt like a true Zelda success.
Fifth place.
Oh, not OJ. Thank God for that.
Okay. Hey, guys, if you want to get into the stream, because it's been a little bit since we've had the Patreon dudes, just go ahead and refresh your stream right now. Well, not anyone in the chat here, but people that are who aren't Patreon dudes that are in here, go ahead and just refresh the page, and you should see the code in the title of this video.
Rick won. Freaking Rick from Rick and Morty won.
He's not using tilt controls. He's a liar.
He also used a B word in there, and I do not like to see any harsh language used in any stream.
It's okay. Relax. It's okay. Relax. The B word's fine.
So, OJ, what do you think about Red Dead Redemption delayed till next spring?
I knew it was gonna happen, right? I mean, this is not surprising.
Still good. Still good though.
I see Spawn Wave, I think his name John, quoting Shigeru Miyamoto, a delayed game will eventually be good, a rush game will always be bad.
Yeah, it's true. Delay it.
It is true,
Keep
yeah.
playing Zelda.
Delay the game. I mean, if they're gonna delay, I mean, I'm cool. I'm okay with the delay because one, I knew it was happening. There was no way they were gonna get that game out in the fall of 2017 with how ambitious they want the game to be. So, oh my gosh, I fell off already.
Some people have actually been wondering if this delay means a switch.
It's not.
No.
Nobody's really wondering that. People are just joking for the most part, John.
I can't see that ever.
I'm honestly very doubtful about that myself. I don't know how good Rockstar and Nintendo are on, but I do know that they'll be one of the tougher nuts to crack in the West.
Okay. You know, I don't know. I just don't think it's just
No,
not
I
coming.
just personally, I love the Switch, but I just think with how ambitious that game is, one, size-wise, and two, I don't think the Switch would be able to do that game justice.
I don't know. I don't think we've seen a lot
for
of
what they're going for. Maybe, and that's the thing. Like, it would have to be built differently because you're talking about x86. You're talking about, you know. We're talking about that structure of... God, I keep on falling off. that structure of game, yeah. I mean, I think that they could build a more efficient game if they wanted to make it on Switch, but it's not. It's built for PS4, Xbox One, so
Yeah.
it is what it is, you know.
No doubt they're not even using it on Unreal Engine 4 though, so that
No.
so that would
Of course not. They're not going to use Unreal Engine 4 for that game.
actually grateful that Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 are being used on Unreal Engine 4 because when I found out that Switch was going to happen, it was like, yes.
Yeah, but don't forget, Switch is a portable, so we can't have online games. You gotta
No, you can't have always online games. You can't have always online games because
yeah,
it's portable.
yeah.
You know what the worst thing is? I saw people trying to come to the defense of them saying, "Oh well, yeah, this is possibly true," because and I'm like, "No, it's not. No, it's not because Square Enix has a game that's 100% dependent on online on a portable. That is Dragon Quest X.
That's Dragon Quest
Yeah.
X.
100%. It doesn't even run on the hardware. It runs on freaking cloud tech that you need a 100% online connection the whole time to play it. So
Yeah, and the thing is, though, it was one of the developers that made the comment, yeah? It's not even them who decides what game that system goes on. If Activision turns around and says, guess what? You are porting that to the Switch, they've got to port it to the Switch.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's why I was saying, like, you know, just stop BSing. Just tell the truth. Like, nobody's. If you tell the truth, you don't have to lie. Like, you don't have to make up stupid excuses and like think that we're dumb because you're gonna put that out there. Just be like, hey, look, it's not coming because we don't want to make the game on there, or Activision isn't gonna pay us to make the game on there. You know, it's the same thing like the Disney Afternoon Collection, right? Okay, well, they asked the developers why isn't it coming to there. Well, tell Capcom to tell us to make it on there. Don't lie. Just tell the truth like they did. And like, okay, well.
People might not like it, but they'll respect you more if you're honest with them.
Exactly.
And treat them like third-class gamers or idiots.
Exactly. Treat us like idiots, because what he said was idiotic. What he said was because you're treating us like idiots.
Yeah,
That's why I said.
Really should have got a PR person in there instead of one of those developers. You know,
I feel like
I've got a feeling he's signing on at some job centre now somewhere.
No, I don't know.
You know.
have to take a Bungie came across as well because I mean if they want to say that they have reservations on how the game is going to sell, go right ahead, say it. But I really felt myself shaking my head and being like, come on.
Well, you know the thing about it. There's a difference between wanting to do something and can't do something. That's the thing that a lot of gamers don't understand. Like when you talk about what game is coming and what, there are developers that don't want to do the extra work or don't want to put something because they just don't. And look, you can talk to any creator of content. I could make all my videos in 4K for you guys in 60 frames per second. I could, but I don't want to do that because it would take too much damn time. I don't want to. I can make 5 videos a day, but I don't want to. That's a lot of work, man. So it's like...
Can we switch away from this discussion and talk about something else?
No, I'm good. It's just funny though, but that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these developers, it's extra work for them. Sometimes they don't want to do it.
Wait, but I don't understand how it's extra work if Nintendo's trying to make it as easy as possible for them.
No, it's still extra work because you're talking about different processors. You're talking about x86 versus ARM. That's already right there. You have to do different things right then and there. Is it easier than it was with the Wii U? Yeah, because Wii U uses PowerPC and nobody uses PowerPC anymore. ARM is much more common, you know. So I mean, it's easier, but it's still optimization work. It's still stuff that they have to do, and a lot of developers with those sizes of games, they don't want to do that. But even if it was the same, or even if it was easier. That doesn't guarantee that they could easily make up a new excuse or make up something else. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing is, more so than anything, it's more of like, we should be asking Activision, because Activision's a multi-billion-dollar company. They could easily pay a different team to, not easily, but they could pay another team to make it, but they don't want to pay another team to make it. You know what I'm saying? They don't want it. So that's what it comes down to.
I'd rather that they try to go for the new Call of Duty than Destiny 2. I mean, from what I understand, the first Destiny, it's kind of like gotten, not great reviews. Big hit, sure, but it wasn't that great a game. I don't think it's as necessary as, say, Call of Duty. That's a much more,
I wouldn't say one's more necessary than the other, to be honest. They're both super popular. So, to me, it's kind of like, well...
What else was it the developer said? Is there going to be dedicated servers? No. Budget restraints. Hang on. How much did Activision say they made last year in profit? You're telling me you can't afford servers? Battlefield 1 has got servers.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that they can't. It's not that it's that they don't want to. And that's the thing that that people need to understand is like the difference between can't and do not want. A lot of these third-party developers, when it comes to Switch, is that they do not want or they are waiting. It's not that they can't. It's just they do not want. Like, why isn't there dedicated servers? You know what I'm saying? Like, they made a small fortune off of Destiny 1. They made literally like a small fortune off of it.
Over $1 billion they made on
Yeah.
Destiny 1. And because of budget restraints, no dedicated servers. Peer-to-peer.
Just no, they're being cheap. They're being cheap.
Didn't the first Destiny have the largest budget for any video game ever?
Yes, it did.
Player essence, more like ranting essence.
I'm actually looking forward more to what the likes of Square Enix and Capcom and Namco and Sega are going to bring to the Switch more than the Western guys. If you want to
I'm looking forward to Call of Duty and only Call of Duty on the Switch. That's it.
You know, a game that didn't interest me at the beginning, but I'm kind of veering towards now is, I'm not sure who's making it, Square Enix. Project Octopath?
Square Enix.
Oh yeah, that looks absolutely amazing.
Well, no, it's published by Square Enix. It's made by the Bravely Default team, so Silicon Studio.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right, got ya.
Either way, though, that game looks amazing. It's just like Final Fantasy VI Reborn. It looks so orgasmically beautiful.
And
Or-
just from the title...
Hold up, guys. I got assist. Natasha Connor. Yo, shout-outs. Thank you so much, Natasha. She donated $15 to the stream. Can you guys believe that? Oh my gosh. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Woo! Thank you so much, Natasha. You are awesome. I actually saw it this time because I have my headphones plugged in. So thank you so much for the donation. I really do appreciate it. She's always so generous. I think she's like donated like $50 or somewhere near that already to the and like just like a couple weeks. So thank you so much, Natasha. I do appreciate that. Go ahead. What you guys are talking about?
No, I was just saying, from the title of the game, I've been trying to work out Octopath. Like, Octo, that's 8. Does that mean there's going to be 8 different parts in the story? 8 different stories? But you can never tell, can you? Yeah, that could just be a working title. It could come out as something called, you know, Fred and John go to the shops or something. I don't know. But, you know...
I definitely think that Octopath is basically a, it's basically a,
Code name.
project title. I think...
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's going to be called Project Octopath. I honestly think it's going to be called... Is it Matrix? Matrix 24. Whoever just subscribed, Matrix, I think. Thank you so much for the subscription, homie. Oh, Nikes. I fell off. Welcome to the village. Get this man a headband. I do appreciate it, man.
Wait, is it Matrix or Matrix?
Is it Matrix or Matrix? I don't know. I just looked over and I fell off when I looked.
Why do you...
What?
Wait, hold on. Do you have a last name?
It was just like Matrix. Let me see, 24.
Okay, I actually have a friend from college. His name is actually Matrix.
His actual name is Matrix.
His name is actually Matrix on the birth certificate and everything. His dad thought it was badass. So,
That's really cool. That's really cool, man. I mean, my girlfriend would never let me name Matrix, but the closest I got was naming my daughter Anime, but she's not anime, she's anime. But that's as close as I could get. So,
Or
That's a
hey,
cool name.
I
yeah.
honestly think you should name your next kid Player S.
No. How to lose your girlfriend or fiance in like that night? If I even brought that up, that would be that's like I'm sleeping on the couch for a while, bro.
OJ's getting his family allowance served up on a silver platter that night. Yeah.
Man, it's the player. No, Player Essence. I don't know. What's your name, Player Essence? What? Wait, what? Player Essence.
Oh, well, look at...
Yeah.
What are you playing? What are you talking about?
I'm playing Essence.
We're actually seeing some people who want to have the following games on the system. They want to see Vectorman, Shinobi, Phantasy Star Online, and I also see a request for Dark Souls.
Vector Man. Vector. That's interesting. I like
I
Vector
think
Man.
Dark Souls will come. One of them.
I definitely think so too, because I remember there was a rumor about all three of those about all three Dark Souls games being on Switch. Who reported it last? Was it Laura Kate? What's her name? I forget.
Laura Kate. I don't know if it was her that reported it last, but there's been quite a number of people that have just said it because From Software is an official publisher or developer for the Nintendo Switch. They're going to have some content. I see it as Dark Souls. I don't really see anything else. I mean, what else can they put? I think it's going to be Dark Souls.
They did Tenchu, I think, if I remember correctly.
They're not going to do Tenchu.
Nah, it's going to be Dark Souls.
It's going to be Dark Souls.
Jeez, if they put that, oh my god, yeah, if they put that on there. Whoa.
Apparently, that's a game that some people were saying it can't be done on Switch.
What, Dark Souls?
Well, I'd be really happy to see that.
Nobody with half a brain has seen a Dark Souls game and said it can't be done. Dark Souls is like, I mean, it's not. I don't know. It's not really like.
Dark Souls couldn't be done on the Switch.
Of course it can. Dark Souls is on PS3 and 360.
Of course it could easily be done. I'm not saying easy, but it could be done on the Switch and done pretty well.
Yeah, it would be fine. Dark Souls isn't. I mean, I want to say that it's not demanding, but it's not anything like crazy. It's just. I mean, it doesn't look better than Metal Gear Solid. Like Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 is on the PS3 and 360. You know, and it barely looks better than the PS3 and 360 version. You know, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, and if they could make that game work on Xbox 360 and PS3, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to make that game work on Switch if Konami wanted to. But I think they're done with Metal Gear Solid for the time being.
Well, there's a Metal Gear Solid. What's it called? Like survival.
Oh right,
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Trash.
Let's say that's coming out.
I don't think Kojima's involved with that though. They kind
No,
of
Kojima's not involved with Konami at all. Actually, he's not involved.
They hate calling him, actually.
He's over on PlayStation now, isn't he?
He's actually independent, but yeah, he has a deal with PlayStation.
Oh right, I thought he was actually affiliate, but I know his next game is a PlayStation game.
Yeah, he has his own company, but he has an exclusive deal with PlayStation right now.
Oh right.
Yeah.
And to think that before Iwata died, he actually approached Kojima with the idea of potentially putting on a Metal Gear Solid on Wii U. Yeah, look at how well that turned out.
I don't know if he ever approached them. He never approached Iwata with a Metal Gear Solid, putting Metal Gear Solid on Wii U.
No, it was the other way around, I mean.
I wouldn't. I couldn't say. You know.
Yeah, I don't remember anything like Iwata or them approaching one or the other with that. Maybe that's an article that I'd have to research, but I don't remember that.
I thought I saw it right there, and I think...
Sorry, I just got something to ask OJ. I don't know if he's... I'm not going to mention who posted the video up. I'm just going to... Someone posted a video the other day. I don't know if you saw the Square Enix shareholders report, but apparently everyone apart from this one person missed it at the bottom, and he got a friend to translate it from Japanese. For their next fiscal year, they're going to be supporting every console and the PSP3. Their new portable they are unveiling at E3.
I've heard some people talk about that, but go ahead, finish.
Yeah, and the main and it was actually posted by Super Metal Dave 64.
Yeah.
And he's predicting because he's heard apparently from a couple of other sources, it's definitely happening. That's why Sony are being so quiet leading into E3.
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, we'll see. If they do a PSP 3, we'll see if they do it. But good luck to them. good luck.
Money.
Yeah.
Any money they have got, I think, is going towards the PlayStation 5 for like 2019 or something. And what could they bring to it? What first-party titles could they bring? It would be a third-party machine.
It would have to be a machine that also plays PS4 games. Like, it would have to be something.
So they would be competing against themselves.
Yeah, essentially, it'd have to be a machine that plays PS4 games. There's no way it would have its own exclusive games and like that's what like a 3DS or like a there's no way.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I really don't see this PSP 3 or whatever the heck it is really taking off if they do it at all, because I mean they haven't really been very good in the handheld market at all. Vita was basically
Well, it's supposed to be using AMD's brand new. It's in the laptops. It's their latest laptop CPU. I basically commented, putting a CPU in a laptop is slightly different to putting it into a handheld. In a laptop, you've got much more opportunities for cooling and such forth. In a handheld, yeah, I can just imagine the battery life for that thing. 45 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, it's just hard to fathom that Sony would make that call at this point. Now, they could, if they want to get bold, they could definitely do it, but like I said, good luck to them if they do it, because that is going to be one hell of a battle that they're going to have to overcome. If it's like some type of exclusive device, but we'll see.
Especially since the PSP3, from what I understand, it's not going to be the sort of portable that can shift from portable to console mode, unlike Switch.
I think it would have to be. It would have to be. There's no way they would make a console that wouldn't do that, would they?
Well, apparently it's going to be just a dedicated portable that can, play the latest games. So it would have to be a third-party machine, because Sony really hasn't got much in the way of first-party titles. And I don't know, they haven't got that. The only division of Sony that's making any profit at the moment is their flipping Japanese insurance business. So the good thing is, when it fails, at least they can insure themselves and get some money back.
Well, once Pokemon's on the Switch, good luck, my dude. To anyone.
Yeah,
that's exactly. Burrito said it best. Once Pokemon's on the Switch, it doesn't matter.
Say, guess what? Pokemon is dropping in 6 months' time or 3 months' time, and I think that'd kill the system straight away.
Well, I mean, it's not just Pokemon. I mean, like, we're talking about
Drop the mic.
we're talking about like Fire Emblem. We're talking about Animal Crossing. We're talking about all these franchises that, I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. Could they do it? Sure, they could do it. Sony could do it, but it would just be weird.
Can you imagine if they did it and they did like the PS Vita, but you've got to use our memory stick.
They won't do that again. They won't do that again. There's no way they would do that again. If they did that again, that would be...
That really annoyed me with the Vita.
If they did do that, what are they going to put on it? Crash Bandicoot?
Good
Clank
question.
and Ratchet?
Clank and Ratchet!
Whatever they do, they would have to...
Secret Agent Clank. And they put some Secret Agent Clank too.
They could be working with a third party on a Pokemon Vita. How do we know?
Digimon making a comeback.
Maybe they'll do. I don't know about this device. Like, it just doesn't. Spawnwave on Twitter was talking about like Sony should do like $100 remote play device, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know if that would work. Like,
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
like I don't know. I just think Sony should just do PlayStation 4.
They're winning the home console market.
Yeah.
Stick with what you're doing best.
Stick with what you're doing best. Nintendo had to kind of skedaddle a bit because they had they had 2 devices and it was sucking up a lot of resources. I mean, I don't think anybody can sit here and say that like, the PlayStation.
It would make sense now why we saw the Sony president at the Switch unveiling with his camera. No, I don't think it's going to happen. I just think Sony, they may announce the PS5 at E3, coming in late 2018, early 2019. They've just got to announce a few exclusive games, and I mean, what is Microsoft going to launch next to the Scorpio? Crackdown, baby. Oh, don't even talk about
Crackdown 3, baby. That's going to be good. I'm telling you.
Hold up, guys. Hold up. Wait a minute. I just came across a really a potentially disappointing piece of news for some people. It looks like that Monolith has no plans to bring Middle-earth Shadow of War to Switch at this time. Now, you can take it as you wish.
Who cares? Like, just buy the game on PS4. God, who cares?
I've got an Xbox One S.
I mean,
but I don't like to tell people.
Are people surprised with this? Like, that's why I told people. I made a video a while ago. I'm like, dude, guys, do not expect third parties, like a lot of like Western third party support from developers who are putting their games out the same year that the Nintendo Switch launched. These games have been in development for 3, 4, sometimes even 5 years. Like, why are you expecting?
Yeah.
Developers just got their kits in 2016. Like, people are so
Yeah, if anything,
dumb.
we're gonna
Like,
see a lot more
Exactly. Yeah. You know.
party support next year.
maybe, I mean, maybe, but like, don't expect it. Like, especially when, like I said, Nintendo. It's known fact. Nintendo said themselves that they got dev kits out to Western developers really in summer 2016. How can they make a game in like a quality
Exactly.
port in like a year? It's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that would actually put a lot of crunch time, I think, on
Despite it being easy to port to, you know, especially in Unreal, it's still a mammoth task.
You
isn't it,
still,
to
yeah, you still need time. You still need time for optimization. You still need to, you still need all of that.
Yeah, well, luckily, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 are both rumored to be 2018 titles, or at least that's the last I've heard. So, plenty of time for that to happen.
I suck.
Do you know
I'm
a game
playing
I've
really
never
bad
played?
right now.
I've never played any of the Dragon Ball. I call it Z. I know the Americans call it Z. Dragon Ball Z games. Now,
Xenoverse, yeah.
are they any good? Because
Yeah,
I know this new one's coming to the Switch, and I don't know whether to look forward to it.
These are the best games since Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2 are the best games since Tenkaichi. Everything
Are they
everything in
essentially-
between Tenkaichi is kind of trash.
Are they essentially fighting games, or
Action fighting,
RPGs?
action RPG fighting.
Yeah, I like that.
It's kind of hard to explain.
I just hope the motion controls for the Kamehameha is a lot better than the Hado cannon and the Hado mode.
Oh yeah.
I see that it's like it has no idea what you're doing.
I kind of honestly welcome the idea of throwing a Kamehameha. That is like my dream.
That's everyone's
But the-
dream.
I've tried to throw a Kamehameha for real multiple times, and it didn't end well for me. My arms hurt. my brain hurt. Like, when I was like,
Focus your inner energy.
Did your throat hurt too?
I just look like a darker version of the black kid who tried to do the turn Super Saiyan. It was kind of like that. But it was just me in my house, no camera recording. I was just like, ah! Like I was trying to do it. It didn't work. It did. You guys see that video though? That's the funniest video I've ever seen in my life.
I'm curious, though, is this Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 going to be a physical release, or is it just going to
Yeah,
be another digital release?
Physical release.
I'll tell you who is
Can I
letting me
work-
down at the moment? Saber Interactive. Yes, within a week at the most, we'll have online.
They said a few days. Freaking liars.
And you've seen their latest tweet. Closer to the time, we'll let you know. It'll be rolling out as and when each version is done. What? From that, I know this was a title that was quickly decided. Right, we're going to port this quickly to the Switch.
Oh yeah, they admitted that though.
Yeah. The thing is, Saber. Some people are saying, especially on Nintendo Life, with some really hurtful comments. Oh, this is why you shouldn't have young developers. Actually, do you know what? They were involved in Master Chief Collection. They were involved in Halo 5 and a few other big titles. So it's not as if they're inexperienced. And I just can't understand what is wrong. They haven't even said that they're going to fix that screen, that 720, whatever resolution it is.
It's not 720p.
20p.
It's definitely not 720p. Like, it looks
watching
considerably
you
better.
play it. I
Yeah.
remember watching you play it the first time, and you were saying, I don't know what, but it just doesn't look as crisp. And I was thinking, because we're watching you through a video, playing a video, I just thought, do you know, it looks all right. Then I got the game.
Oh no, I meant in
That's
portable.
what
I
okay
meant,
means now.
I meant in portable mode. In portable mode.
Yeah.
In dock mode, it's fine, but portable mode, it's like.
Portable mode,
Yeah.
I don't know. And they're saying, well, we're trying to. Well, every other company seems to be able to get it working out. Why can't you? I thought the system did it itself, basically. Automatically switched to 720. The developer just had to tweak it a little bit, but apparently they're having trouble. So, I still like the game, don't get me wrong, I still play it quite regularly.
Wait, which one are you talking about? I forgot.
NBA
NBA
Playgrounds.
Playgrounds.
Oh, NBA Playgrounds. That's an Unreal Engine 4 game, too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
the amount
found
the amount of people that said, why couldn't they have just brought out a remake of NBA Jam? Guess what? They did actually go to EA and ask if they could do NBA Jam, and EA said there isn't a demand for it. That's why they made their own NBA Legends.
There's no demand for NBA Jam because EA put out NBA Jam and like nobody bought it. EA put out NBA Jam in 2010 and I bought it. I thought it was okay. I bought two versions. I bought the 360 version and I bought the Wii version. And I thought it was okay, but it wasn't. The career mode in that game was even cheaper than the career mode in NBA Playgrounds. Like,
But surely, if EA's not going to use that IP anymore, couldn't they have just said to Saber, take the IP, do what you want with it?
no, they're not going to
do
do.
it.
EA's not going to do that because EA's always thinking for the hypothetical if.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If in the future we want to, if we want to do this, if we want to do that. That's how these big, huge companies think. It's not always logical. Yeah, it's always if.
Yeah.
If. So therefore, no, we're not going to let you use. We're not going to let you guys use anything. It's our IP. I mean, they don't need NBA Jam though.
Just
So
say yes or no. I mean, saying yes, they were going to bring something.
yeah. I mean, because, like I said, a lot of the time they ask the developers, and the developers don't know. The developers, so that's the thing.
Well, they did
I
have Destiny
mean the
team.
PRs though, like
Yeah,
not developers.
the PR people don't know. The only people that know are. Oh, that was a nice shot.
It
Green-
pains me to say it because I don't like the site, but IGN did a good job of really pushing this developer about the Switch version.
Of what
I've got to
game?
Give them credit. Yeah.
Of what game?
But yeah, developers, stick to developing and leave PR talk to PR.
But what game are you talking about that IGN did a really good job of pushing them? What game was that?
Destiny 2.
They didn't do a good job.
Well,
They didn't do a good job. They did a good. Okay, maybe that's a little harsh. He did okay, but as soon as he gave that stupid answer, he should have pushed a little bit more. Because that's a stupid answer. He should have pushed a little bit more. I wouldn't have stopped right there, but obviously you don't want to lose your exclusive deals that you got. You don't want to, get on the bad side of these developers. And if you're gonna, keep on pushing for stuff, they're maybe not gonna want to go to you next time for when they have a big reveal. Maybe they're gonna go to GameSpot first. So.
Yeah,
You know what? You're actually right, and like I said at the beginning, it pains me to say it because I hate IGN. I take back my comment. They did a really bad job.
They didn't do a bad job. They just did a very average job. When you hear something very,
They did a half-ass job. How about
they did a half. Like when you hear something stupid as a journalist, when you hear something that dumb, you call them out.
It's no coincidence that IGN is the first three letters of the word ignorant.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't go to IGN world that much anyway.
I don't. Look, here's the thing. I like Per Snyder, and I hate when his name gets drug in the mud with IGN.
Is he
like,
the guy with grey hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. Jose.
Jose's great.
It's the other guy. The other
Brian?
guy I like. He's like Hispanic looking. He's got really cropped hair, really short hair.
Altano.
Brian? Is that Brian?
That's Brian Altano. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I do like him.
Well, I liked him until he was on that PlayStation Beyond podcast, and that's when I stopped liking. That's when I kind of just because
I haven't seen that. I must admit.
My problem is that not that he was questioning what was going on with Switch and everything like that, but my issue was that he completely flip-flopped, it seems, from how his demeanor and everything, and the stupidity that the other guys were saying, unchallenged. You know what I'm saying? Unchallenged stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you got a guy like RMC from Go Nintendo, he was dude, he's like, I wish I was there. He's because there was a lot of dumb things being said, and I could have challenged. You don't just sit there and let people say a bunch of dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a room, and that's what he did. He generally said, and he was I don't know, agreeing with them. He just said a lot of they were saying a lot of dumb things in there, and the other guys from that PlayStation podcast even admitted it afterwards. I mean, Destin Legary, he was like, "Oh, I wish I could have explained myself better." I'm like, "No, you just said stupid things, dude. It wasn't about explaining yourself
The one
better."
with grey hair, I can't pronounce his name.
Per
I watched
Schneider,
it the
I
other
think.
day on Nintendo Voice Chat, and he's already said, I think he's got 6 pairs of Joy-Cons in his house, and he's already pre-ordered the yellow ones for ARMS. And they were kind of like, why have you got so many Joy-Cons in your house? Because I love them. Basically.
Well, he has. I think he has 3 kids too. So
Yeah, he does go a lot on about, he does play it with his kids, which I think is fantastic. Anything that brings your family together can only be a good thing.
Oh yeah, I agree. My daughter is in love with Wii U and Super Mario 3D World right now. She watches it on her phone. She watches it on her tablet. She constantly plays the game. Yeah, she loves Super Mario 3D World.
Because it is a very colorful and very fun game.
It is. She
I
loves
honestly like the Super Mario World on Super Nintendo a little bit better, and Super Mario 64, but I have no ill feelings against Mario 3D World. That said, I do think Super Mario Odyssey is going to be a whole lot better than 3D World in every way.
Well, maybe not in multiplayer. It doesn't have multiplayer. No, I'm joking.
Multiplayer or not, as long as it's a good game, that's all I
No,
need.
I actually prefer a single player Mario game, to be honest. At this point,
Because I will also mention, too, that there's a lot more excitement for Switch, even here in my hometown of Highland Park, because when I was going over to my best friend's birthday party this Saturday, one of his friends was actually there, and she was asking me question after question about the Switch, and she was really very interested in it, and that really is a huge, huge difference from what it was like with the Wii U, because she wasn't really sure about what Wii U really was. She got it confused. So Nintendo's clearly doing something right here.
I got 4th. I finally got above 5th or 6th place. Thank you.
Man, on the last lap, every time I go from 2nd to 12. 2nd to 12.
Sweetie, you got bopped on this one.
I literally got hit by like 5 shells within 3 seconds.
I know. I saw it. I saw the destruction.
I started out like the double item thing. No.
No
I do
double
hope
items.
these Mario Karts keep on going all the way through June so that I can play with you guys when I finally get my Switch.
They will be
I think
going
it'd
on
be
for a
more
long
fair
while.
if they included a double dash mode.
They're not going to do that, but maybe a double dash game. That would be cool, like a whole new Mario Kart,
Yeah.
like Mario Kart 9 double dash.
Do you not think, though, until the next Mario Kart, do you not think they could add more DLC to this, possibly down the road?
They could. I don't know if they will, though. I don't think they will, but they could. It would be cool. I mean, they'd make a lot of money.
Yeah. I think it'd be a sensible move.
Oh, yeah.
It would help differentiate it from the Wii U port even more.
I-
And it would give you more content.
I just don't think that they're going to, just because. So we have the arms. We have the arms.
People asking
Yeah.
Capcom for another Mega Man. Oh, would that be awesome if it came to pass?
Mega Man X Reborn. Yeah.
Just a new Mega Man, just like a new Mega Man. Like a new Mega Man exclusive to the Switch would be so hype. That would be the hypest thing. I don't think Capcom would do it exclusive, but just a new Mega Man in general would be so hype.
Yeah, OJ,
What
what
if
you
you got-
saying? Isn't it
What
the
if
arms?
they got the guys who did? What if they got the guys who did Mega Man 8 and Mega Man? Oh no, wait, Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10. That was really cool when they did that on Wii.
No, I wouldn't want them to do it. I would want.
Aren't the team behind ARMS the team that did Mario Kart 8?
They are. So that's why I think that it's not. I think they're finishing up that, obviously, but then I think they're going to start working on something else, whether it be Mario Kart 9, whether it be something different. I mean, the Mario Kart team is huge. Nintendo never says exactly how many because they just don't want to. But it's a very big team, not as big as the Zelda team, but it's still a very big team. I mean, they make a ton of money for Nintendo. So I just don't think that they're going to do that. I think they're really going to focus on that aggressive IP use, and start maybe even making another new IP or make, a Mario Kart 9, make a brand new Mario Kart. I just don't think that they're going to put, they already made the new battle mode. I think that was their, okay, well, that's new. That's what we're doing new,
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
So far Nintendo seems to be on a winning streak. First with Breath of the Wild, and now Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If ARMS is another hit for them, that would be absolutely awesome because that will really show that they're really back.
I'm still worried about that because I thought Nintendo was done completely with motion controls, and now we've got this, and I'm just worried that it's going to be a game. All the people I've heard review it have been standing up at Nintendo created conferences and that. How about when you're sitting down in your chair, the TV is not at eye level? Am I going to be able to whack in my arms right out in front of me and stuff like
I don't think so. You don't have to do it based on what I understand.
Are there going to be additional controls for this game too?
Yeah, there's traditional controls. You can use a.
I was actually able to play
Because, you
Arms
know-
at a Switch event, and the motion controls respond really well. So I don't think you would need to do like a full out punch to get the reaction. Maybe like a little flicker forward, do it.
that.
So,
Would be. I'd be fine with that. That I would be fine with.
I don't think you have to force yourself to do that much. So
I mean, but even Wii Sports, you didn't have to really force yourself to do it. You could do little flicks with Wii Sports.
Spam your arm.
I sweated so much playing that game against my brother every single time.
Yeah,
So talking of Arms, OJ, you mentioned you might have changed your main character. Any hints at all yet? No?
Well, yeah. I mean, you guys know. I mean, I like ninjas.
You don't have to say.
Min Min is a girl that I want to play as, so I'm looking forward to playing as Min Min.
The character from Arms, right?
Is
Yeah.
anyone looking forward to playing as the mummy?
No, because he looks stupid.
Hey,
You know, he could be a good character.
No, he could be good. I mean, for example, in Smash Brothers, Donkey Kong's a good character, but he's stupid, and I don't like him. So, Donkey Kong.
Who the hell at Nintendo sat at that conference table and said, I tell you what would be a great game mode? Getting the other guy and whacking him through a basketball hoop.
That's what I said. I was like, this is crazy. Who would think that? Only Nintendo. Only Nintendo's weird self would.
Do you know what's ironic though about this game? I'm gonna love it because I actually I'm in boxing in real life, so it's gonna be it'll be a practice
Note
for
to
me.
self,
you know?
never play against... What's your name again, sorry?
Burrito.
Never play against Burrito.
So,
I've been training for a year, so
Did you like the Fight Night games back in the day?
yeah.
Yeah. I really like
I'm
the Fight
actually
Night games.
useful at Arms. I mean, I might rent it, but even though I do agree that it has the potential to be another hit, it probably will not be my favorite Switch title.
Well, it doesn't have to be your favorite Switch title. Yeah. just needs to be a good game that you can play.
A lot of fun playing that at the Switch event, though. So, out of all the games that were there, besides Zelda, because the line for Zelda was wicked long. I played
Wow,
Arms probably the most.
that's really high praise. If it really is that
It's
fun,
going to be a really
Yeah,
it's going to be a really good game. I don't think anyone's disagreeing that it's not going to. It's going to be a really good game. Everyone who plays it says it's good.
Oh, looks like we've got a new subscriber here. Someone named Malvo.
Malvo, shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the subscription, homie. I appreciate it. Welcome to my village, and get this man a headband.
can someone clear something up for me? Xenoblade Chronicles, is that coming only to the Switch, right?
Yeah,
it's
what
coming
else
to
would it come to?
Because I think with Spawnwave said, I probably won't get it on the Switch because the PC will be the better version. And I thought at the time, hang on, I thought it was only coming to the Switch.
I don't think. I think you're mistaken on what Spawnwave said. I don't think Spawnwave would say something like that.
Yeah.
Are you mistaken? Maybe.
No, he definitely said about Xenoblade being on the PC. Definitely.
Xenoblade.
There wasn't
See that?
Xenoverse?
Yeah. Are you talking about Xenoverse?
Oh, hang on. I'm British.
Xenoverse,
I could
yeah.
be mistaken. Xenoverse, Xenoblade.
There's a big difference there.
He's in a play. They both begin with an X. They
Yeah,
both
no,
have
that-
Xenos, so-
I've seen-
that came out today, this morning.
I've seen people confuse the two
No, I
before,
think it
Xenoblade
was
and
yesterday
Xenoverse.
I watched. I think it was yesterday I watched it. It was just after he made that new little dock that he painted.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a Xenoverse he was talking about.
Yeah, I
I
see it.
yeah.
Did anyone else see that dock that he painted?
I did. I watched it. It was
I
cool.
saw it. It's cool, yeah.
The only thing I noticed it didn't have was an Ethernet port, which was a bit of a shame, but
Wait, have you guys seen this guy named Kevin Kenson or whatever? He made well, he didn't make it. He got custom Nintendo Switch like painted Breath of the Wild colors. Pretty cool.
No, I actually didn't see anything like that at all.
I didn't
I
see it
saw
either.
the NES one that looked absolutely just crazy. It looks just like an NES. Fantastic.
Oh my god, how many red shells? Insane Ghost 99. Thank you so much for the subscription, homie. Welcome to the village. Get this man a headband.
Wait, I want to ask you something, Moj.
What up?
What do you think about Switch VR coming? If it ever did come.
I don't know. I don't like VR. I don't care, to be honest. If it did, that's cool for people who like VR.
Metroid.
VR Metroid, yeah, that would be probably be like ideal, right? That's what you would want.
And to me, like in my
I
opinion,
would rather have a traditional Metroid. VR, the idea of VR really makes me sick because, you know, I can only take so much of that stuff.
to me, like in my opinion, like the Switch is kind of designed for VR because if you think about it, the Joy-Cons are wireless, right? And
Yep.
and the Switch is a screen. It's a console, but it has a screen on it, so it'd be perfect like
To
VR
slot
headset
into like a
substitute. Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
telling me the HD Rumble would not even work more with the VR?
No, I mean everything is lined up to where it would work. I just don't think VR is that great. That's all. I'm just not a huge
I
VR
don't-
guy.
VR doesn't interest me at all.
I mean, it would be, a VR Metroid would be cool, but yeah, the only thing that I would be like worried about is the same like John said, like motion sickness, like like that, like strapping something to my head and playing like Metroid for a really long time. Not sure if I want to do that, but that's just me. That's just me.
At the risk of giving controversy, it's one of the reasons that I sometimes have trouble playing Metroid Prime. It's a good game, no doubt, but there's many times when I play that game that I feel absolute motion sickness because a lot of it is just basically from Samus's point of view.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Japan, there's a lot of people in Japan that were saying the same thing, and why that game doesn't sell in Japan is because a lot of people were having motion sickness with the game. Also, Blandrew, who's another YouTuber that uploads once a year, but every time he does upload it, it's pretty good. He was like, yeah, he's like, I like Metroid Prime, it's cool. He's like, but man, I get motion sickness. Like, my brother also said the same thing about motion sickness, and I also experienced motion sickness just a little bit playing the Prime games. So, like, I would have to take breaks. Like, every 30 minutes, I would have to take a break from playing Metroid Prime when I think I was in high school when that game came out. I would take
Well,
like
hopefully
breaks.
the next Metroid on Switch, whenever that comes out, hopefully that'll be something. Hopefully there'll be a mode for it that you don't have to play from that point of view, because I'm not sure if I can really take another game like that without getting so sick to my stomach.
My dream Metroid game is like third person ish shooter / 2D. I mean, like that's like I would want a third person view, but that's just me. Like. I know there's a lot of people that like Metroid Prime, and if Metroid Prime came, that'd be great. Like, the graphics would probably be insane, I mean, I'll play it. It wouldn't be a problem.
Or it turned out to be.
But, I mean, I would like a third person.
One of my
Metroid.
gripes against VR is I don't like the thought of having all my peripheral vision blocked. I'll be sitting there playing a game in VR for an hour. I take the headset off, my house has been robbed, mate, while I've been playing the flipping VR. I don't like the thought of my peripheral vision being totally cut off. That I can't see what's
Yeah,
going on.
and that's the thing. And that's the thing with me too. Like, I play a lot of games. Like, my daughter's around, and communication error.
Yeah, I got one earlier.
Well, it's pretty much 1 hour for the thing anyway, the tournament. So I don't know why I got kicked out of my own tournament.
Speaking of
Stupid.
which, I actually want to say something a little bit that's off topic, but I wanted to explain why I was not there on this past Friday, because it just so happens that I recently got cast in a production of West Side Story, where I get to play Glad Hand, and we're doing rehearsals on that.
Nice.
So,
Oh, nice one.
and so I don't know how my appearances for the remaining months will be, because as of right now it's up in the air, but I feel really, really honored to do this role, because I think West Side Story is one of the greatest pieces of theater ever, and given how many tragic things are going on in the world today, I think this is the perfect time to put it on, and I just feel very honored to be part of this one.
Nice.
That's why I wasn't there last Friday, because of music rehearsal.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to explain it. It's cool. I mean, but congratulations on that role, though, man. That's pretty awesome.
And surely real life has to come first.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
I barely want to come to my own live streams, but I mean, I have to do these though. So. No, I'm joking. I actually, to be honest, guys, I actually
made for because I like being a peacemaker of some sorts.
to be honest, I actually love doing these because it's better than like freaking working at like sales and all that crap that I would do before. So
How do you survive in that business?
how do I survive? I don't know, man. I survived for 13 years and I'm freaking sick of it. I'm done. I'm done forever until I have to.
Done with what?
Like sales and marketing. Well, not marketing, but like sales. I'm done with sales. Usually marketing jobs are sales jobs as well. I'm done with that. I mean, that's what I've been doing for 13 years with sales and marketing, and I'm
You're
done.
making all the money for the company, and it's the CEOs that are getting all the money.
Exactly. Like you bust your
It's
butt.
like every company. It's like every company ever. Like the developers make the game.
but
Incredibly, business is just business is business, and
but at least like with video games, you get to make something cool. You know, at least it's like that. Like this is like selling insurance or like you know doing recruitments for like staffing agencies. Like that's not cool at all. Like that's
It's some sort of fun.
yeah, like that's not fun at all, dude. I would sit at my freaking desk for like 12 hours a day calling people. I would like use the phone like 200 times. I would call so many people. I would get people hanging up on me all the time. It sucked. I hated it.
I would not survive in that kind of business. I'm telling you now. I would not survive.
I hated it. So I'm glad I'm not
which
doing that
I
anymore.
also learned another update from Distify, the guy who originated the rumor that Final Fantasy VII Remake will be featured on Switch, and that we'll learn about it at this year's E3. Well, it turns out that when I saw his Twitter, he says he still thinks that Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to happen on Switch, but the part about it being shown at this year's E3, that part is not correct. I don't think that's going to happen this year, and neither does he. If we do hear about it, it'll probably be, maybe a year or sometime after that. And it makes sense. It's a timed exclusive. That means it'll hit other systems after that. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update on that.
That's good. Good
We'll
to
see.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest here. I actually never played the original Final Fantasy VII, so
I've
I
not
think
played
Final
any.
Fantasy VI is the
Okay.
better
I've never-
game. Final
I've
Fantasy
never
VII
played Final Fantasy.
I would absolutely love for it to be on Switch, and luckily, Square Enix seems very much open to it. So, here's hoping.
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? I've got to go pick up my daughter, and I'm kicked out of my own room. So the live stream is just seeing PE Tourney number 7 with Peach's beautiful face on there. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I don't know if I put the tournament for out longer. I'm not sure. I think I just put it till 5. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Please make sure you check out the description below. Check out our social media links and all of that stuff. I'll go to the standings so we can see the standings here. Sweeney is number 1, Tiny Rick number 2. It looks like I'm 3rd, but there's going to be some other people like Rosalina and some other people that probably passed me up with that last race since I got kicked out. But anyway, thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate it. Check out our links, Twitter, Facebook. Just follow us on there. Give us a like. Helps us spread our social content and all that junk. And also check out our Patreon page if you want to get in on the voice chat. Discord, I got a private server for you guys. You pledge any tier, you get access to that, plus like giveaways. We're going to be giving away this awesome Breath of the Wild amiibo giveaway that's coming May 31st, or like a little bit after that. We'll probably do it the 1st of June, 1st or 2nd of June. And then we also have a $10 eShop prize tournament for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, that's going down the 31st. Yeah, so that will be on the 31st. So that's next week. So this Wednesday we're going to have like a really serious tune-up for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So you guys bring your A game on Wednesday, and then the following week we'll have that $10 eShop giveaway, and it's going to be, I think we'll probably just do like 20-something races, and whoever has the best number, the best number after the 24 races in a set amount of time will get that. So make sure you get in there quick. If you're on Patreon, you're going to have access to that first and everything like that. So get on there. Make sure you download the app if you can, because that's when I'll do updates. So yeah, get ready for that. So you guys practice. Obviously, you're gonna want to practice. There's $10 eShop card that's up for giveaways there. So that's May 31st. So if you want to get in on all the action, check out the description. Check out our Patreon page. $1 is the lowest tier. I think it's pretty cool. You get a lot of stuff, and it's similar to like a Twitch subscription, but I don't have stupid emotes for you guys. You actually get stuff that's more useful. So check that out when you guys get a chance. But yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I have a whole cast of people here, so let me look at my page here so I can say thanks to everyone. Okay, so DVAR, thank you for joining me. Do you have any social media or anything that you want people to follow you on or anything like that?
Yeah, I've got Facebook, got Twitter,
Okay, great. Is it the same name?
AKA DBAT. Yeah.
Okay, great. So make sure you check him out on Facebook and on Twitter. Burrito, I know you don't have anything, but thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it, man.
Yep.
And John, once again, it's always good to have you, man. Congratulations on the big role. And I know you have a Twitter, don't you? Do you want people following you on that or no?
Yeah, I do have a Twitter and I do have a Facebook. I'm not sure which is the better way to contact you, though.
Twitter. Twitter's a better way to contact me.
Oh,
The-
yeah, I mean, in terms of comparing to Facebook or Twitter.
Oh, Twitter is probably the best way. If you guys want to talk to me, like if you ever want to
Okay, that's
ask
that's
a
fair.
question or get my response really quickly or the fastest way possible, Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. And then who else? Sean. So yeah, then we have Sean. Sean, do you have anything that you want or no? That you want to talk about?
Nothing of note.
Okay, nothing of note. Okay, Sean has nothing of note, but he's very good at Mario Kart, so he's going to be he's going to be gunning for that $10 eShop card. he doesn't waste his time on Twitter because he can just freaking practice Mario Kart instead.
Hey, this is the perks of living alone. All you get to do is play Mario Kart all day.
In the meantime, I will be going to search for my Switch this June.
Nice. Well, hopefully you get one. And anyway, so that basically wraps it up for this live stream, guys. Thank you so much. Sorry about the disconnection at the end, but hey, it is whatever. So we'll have that serious tune-up on Wednesday. Look out for the Patreon for details. And oh yeah, the ninja training video. I got some new pants coming in, so look forward to the ninja training video very soon. I had to get my pants, man. I bought some pants and they were back ordered. I said screw this, let me get some other pants. So those are coming in tomorrow. So yeah, ninja training video is coming up pretty soon. But anyway, thanks guys. Bye bye.
Take care, Jake.
See ya.